Welcome to today's lesson. In this lesson, we are going to look at how we can fill these columns. Ideally, the columns that are shaded yellow, we want to introduce the required formulas so that when we create it once, we can use it forever. Alright, we have in mind to just fill all these places with the formula, and after that, when we are good to go, we can only work on the exam score, which is the 100%, and then the class score, which is the 100%. Alright, let me zoom it. Let me zoom it well. Very good. Okay, now we are good to go. Before we proceed, I want us to introduce some numbers here so that we will see how the whole thing is operating for us. So let's assume that in the in the exam score, the student had 60%, and then the class score, the student also had, let me say, 70. Okay, 75 out of 100. Now we have to get 50% out of the class score and then 50% out of the exam score. So how do we go about it? Let me zoom it once more. Very good. So I have it here. Now to do this is equal to, which one am I dealing with? Class score. So this is the class score. The cell is cell C4. So I'll either click in it for the C4 to appear, or I'll manually type C4. Okay, so 50% means I want to just divide this into 2. Yes, I want to divide this into 2. So it's equal to 24 divided by 2. I'll press enter, and then I have 37.5. Very good. Now, exam score, the same thing, is equal to, I will search for the exam score. The exam score is this place, so B4 divided by 2. Look at the division sign very well. You use the stroke and we are good to go. Very good. So half of 60 is 30. Now for us to get the 100%, we have to add this and that. So the 50% plus 50% must give us what? 100%. So this one too, let's introduce the appropriate formula, which is equal to D4 plus E4. Enter. Very good. So we are good to go. We have this. So we are dealing with the 1, 2, 3, these first 3 cells, because they look a bit easy before we come to the complicated ones where we have to introduce the position and the remarks. Very good. Now after this, I need to just come here, drag down. There is no need for me to just introduce the formulas one after the other. I'm going to just click here, and then I'll drag down to where I want to. Now I'm going to hold and drag. Let me drag the first one. And listen, when you are dragging, you should have in mind the total number of people that you are designing this for. So let me hold, drag down. Let me come down, come. Okay, let me cater for 50 students. 50. Okay, so the first 2 cells are used. So here, very good. So I have this. I'll do the same thing to this place. Let me drag up to the end. 50. Very good. Then let me do the same thing here. Let me drag up to the end. Very good. So as you can see, when I introduce the scores here, they will be working for me. So class score, the student exam score, the student got 78. Okay, I come here, it is working here. Class score, he got maybe 89. enter, then I'm done. So I will just be working in these two cells, this and that, and then everything will be perfect for me. Let me try another one. Okay, this one, assuming 100, here 200, and then I have my 50-50, and then the total score is 100%. Okay, let's deal with two more cells so that you shall be left to do the rest. Alright, so here 50%, 50% here, the same thing. So it's equal to class call. So this is what I'm going to choose. Is equal to this J4, divided by 2. Okay, enter. And then let me come here. Exam score is equal to, let me click in the class score, the exam score, divided by 2. Enter. Very good. So, and the last one is equal to this one plus this one. Enter. Then I'm good to go. So I'm coming to drag them one after the other. Let me drag this. Let me drag this. Okay, where does it? This is where it ends. It must commensurate with this one. Look at this, 52. So it's ending in cell 52. Very good. Let me come and do the same thing to this part. Let me drag. Let me drag. Very good. Very good. And then the last one. The last one, let me drag. Let me drag. Very good. So as you can see, one formula is doing the whole thing for us. You just enter the first ones and then you just drag. Now look at this. Here, if I'm smart, I can just see my cell names. I will just be typing them without necessarily coming to click in them. Now look at this. Very good. Look at this. When you click here, P4, it shows here. It shows over here, P4. When you click here, Q4, it shows over here. So Q on 4. That's why we have Q4. So the last one, so that we shall be left to do the rest. Okay, so it's equal to, this time let me type P4. When I type P4 and I'm correct, it will show here. If I mistakenly type P5, you see what is happening here? It means that this is the cell I am referring to. Therefore, I'm wrong. Okay, so ideally, class call, the one I want to choose is Q4 rather. So Q4, Q4 divided by 2. Enter. Very good. And then the next one is equal to the exam score must give me P4 divided by 2. Enter. Then let me come to the total. So it's equal to R4 plus S4. Very good. So after that, I will have to come and drag. So do the dragging and work on the rest till you have all of them filled with, from class score to exam score, from class score up to the total score, so that we pick up the position and the remarks from that point. Now we have all our formulas nicely introduced. Wow, so all the subjects have their formulas. So I will only have to just type in the exam score, and then I will type in the... Now there is one more subject that we are omitting. Let's try and introduce it right now. We have introduced all subjects except French. Somebody just drew my attention on that. So let's just create a column for French. So as we did it, let's select the whole of this out to this place, and then come back to select this one as we did in the previous lesson. Okay, let me come up, and then click here. Very good. I have all these I have one for French. Very good. So it's equal to, here should be equal to this. Enter. Let me scroll it so that you can see what I'm doing. This place is equal to class score 100%. Enter. This place is equal to class score. Enter. Okay, so I'll do that to the rest. Now we have this place formatted nicely. Now if that is the case, then let's go and then introduce French into our subject. So let's come and select subject. Okay, let me zoom. Then introduce French here. French, perfect. So French is in cell A11. So let me go and reference it quickly. Entry sheet. So it's equal to subject. Okay, this sign, and then A11. Enter. Oh, something is messing up here. Okay, sorry, let me come back. So subject, we have S here. I did this in the previous lesson. So enter, we have French. Very good. So if that is the case, then let me go and then create another, let me come and copy this and rename it French. Let me copy it. So I will come and then I will copy mathematics. Which one am I to copy? I'm to copy mathematics. Then create a copy, and then okay, very good. Let me change it. Let me rename it to French. French, perfect. Very good. So let me come here and change the formula. French is in cell A11. So subject, when you go to subject, we find French in cell A11. Enter, we have French here. So we have French also created for our database. Let me save it. Ideally, you have to be saving your work intermittently, so that in case you just have a power outage and your battery is low, you can just get it all. You can just get all that you have done recovered. So Control plus S, and then you keep moving on. All right, let's come back to the entry sheet. Very good. Now we want to. Now I will need the total score, the overall position, and then students' average scores. Students' average scores. So let me create about 3. So we have total score here. We have overall position. Okay, average score, and we have overall position here. So I need 3. Let me pick here. Control plus Shift down. Oh, it's too long. Control. Okay, Shift. Sorry. Let me drag it myself. Okay. So this time, let me change the color here. Let me change the color here to maybe this, and give them borders. So I'll come here. Somebody was asking of this, so you come here, and then you come to choose all borders. All borders. Okay, if I want to enlarge it a bit, fine. Okay, very good. I can merge and center this. Merge and center this. And then I can just introduce overall assessment. Overall assessment. Good. So I have here total. Okay, overall total. Okay. Overall total. The next one is overall position. Okay, let's introduce the average, and then the final one will be position. Overall position. Very good. So we have this. Let me open it a bit. Let me open this a bit. Let me open this one too. Good. Overall total, average, and then overall position. Okay, if I have this page, then let me overall assessment. Very good. So I have this one. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to add all the total scores in all the subjects, That's what I want to do now. Alright, so to do this, how do I go about it? Alright, so I'm going to add them. So it's equal to, let me come and start from the first one. It's equal to, still the formula is working because you see it here. It's equal to this one. So the student that is in this cell will have this one added, this one plus this one, mathematics total score, plus the next one, let me scroll, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this. A04 has been chosen twice, so let me come and clean this one. Else this cell will have its contents added twice. Very good. So A04 plus the next one. So the formula reads over here, plus this, okay, plus, let me keep going, Afghani language, plus the total score for computing, plus the total score for the last one, which is French, plus this. Very good. So when you are done, come and count and see the number of items that you have. Okay. Now look at this. We have F4, M4, T4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 subjects in all. Alright. That's what we do have. So I'm convinced that whatever I've chosen is okay. So I'll press enter. Very good. So the person that has this portion, the person in the first place will have to get all his scores added here. So this will be the overall total. So when I keep adding, let me add something here. So this one, the person got 78. Look at this. And then here too we have 45. Nothing has been added because nothing is showing here. So 56. And look at what happens. Good. Very good. I have not formatted this place. Please try to introduce the scores here. Let me bring it down. Okay. Wow. Let me come and add something here. 78. And just monitor here. Enter. You see that it is changing. So it will keep changing. Alright. So after that, I have to keep formatting this place. So equal to this plus this one. Okay, enter. Then let me format it well. Let me format it. I have to do it in order to get an accurate result. So this is where I'm ending. Very good. Let me go up and quickly work on this one too. Let me drag. Wow, perfect. Let me deal with this one too. Good. Alright, so here is okay. Very good. So you see, I have a formula introduced here. I have a formula I think my color is not that sharp. Oh, let me see if I can do something to it. Okay, anyway, let me just deal with this. Let me change it. At least when I have something like this, it will be better. Wow, this one is more projecting. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. Let me format here and this place. So overall assessment. I have this. So I have a formula here. So I have to come and drag for all the other students. Let me keep dragging to the end. To the end. Very good. So if I keep adding, if I keep introducing some values here, they also keep updating. So look at this, 56 here, and then we have, you see, so we have a total here, so it's 28. We have 67. Okay, so 65. Wow, let me introduce just one value here, 45. You see, so it will keep adding and adding and adding for me. All right, now I want to just look at the average score. The average score, how to get the average. All right, to get the average score of a student, I have to type equal to sign. Let me zoom it. Sorry, okay, equal to sign. Then I'll type average. Average. Very good. I have average here. So when I see it highlighted like this, I can just click on tab, the tab key, and then it will select for me. So let me go and then select them one after the other. One after the other. So the average score of the student from here, this place, comma. This time I'm using comma. This place, comma. Let me scroll. This place, comma. This place. I'm finding the average score from all the totals. All the totals. This one, comma. All the totals. This one, comma. Let me go. This one, comma. This one, comma. And then this one, computing. Okay, I have the last one to be French. And then last one, this one. And I will close my bracket. Let me close it. Very good. Very good. Now let me press on enter. Very good. So this one, it is done. So looking at the scores that the student is getting, here he got 67. This time he got 78. The other time he got 0. He got 0. Other time 0. And then, so when we look at all these scores, we conclude that the average score of the student is 21.25. Now that I have the formula here, let me drag. 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 Let me come up a bit. Alright, so I'll end here. Very good. So with this, I have the average score of all my students. So when I have some score here too, I will even have the average. Look at this. You see, the average will keep updating, and then the overall too will keep updating. Alright, thank you very much for your time. This is where we are going to end in today's lesson. We shall be looking at the position and the remarks tomorrow and add more other things to our tutorials. Stay connected to NTech Computing Institute and stay blessed.